It's called the greatest setting in college football, and even if the skies open up, that pales in comparison to the purple rain that will be unleashed by the homestanding Washington Huskies. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Huskers will kick it away first. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Washington Huskies offense will start this game off. And there he is, the man, David, that they build this entire attack around.
And it's so nice to have a guy that makes everything easy for the people around him. The quarterback plays better because the feature is clear who that is.
And we all hold our breath every time this guy touches the football. He's able to take it the distance on any given play.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The Huskies have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cantrell. And he might be known for one pitch, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. They'll operate out of split backs. Now the play fake. They're bringing heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
You can barely hear you. This coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man on the right. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Good timing on the quick out.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or 2. Nice job, nice success.
Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a 1st down.
Wow, how about the stop-start speed? That reminds you of Napoleon Kaufman or Bishop Sankey, Myles Gaskin, great Washington Husky running backs of years past that just made defenders look silly because of that stop-start ability. This dude has some wheels.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation. And now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play some.
They're trying to get to it. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. First down here for the offense. They'll give it to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Kennedy. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Huskers decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. All the way back to the 15. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. At the 40, there he goes. All kinds of running room. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Huskies. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. NC State found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Raleigh. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Defense will always try to get some tips. You know, break on the football, get a tip, get it up in the air. Nice job by the player breaking on the football and forcing the incompletion.
They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on 3rd down to avoid doing it again. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete downfield. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. They get him out of bounds, but a chunk play to wrap up the first quarter, and this offense will carry momentum into the second. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run play action, trying to get to him. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
We just need better execution on offense right now. Not able to get it done on first down, and now they give up the sack. You're the head coach right now. You might want to think about a timeout, make sure your guys have their minds right.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Setting up the screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. That is no good. The missed field goal leaves us with a double-digit game still sitting at 10.
That's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Crosses the 30, he's got away. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got...
Gain of 19 on the play. And that's the first down.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy.
He wants to take the top off. Makes the grab at the 10. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Around midfield, go for it. This isn't 1930 football. Try to get the first down. Coming after it. He's got his man. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Off play action. And they're on him in a heartbeat, and down he goes. The Cornhuskers want to move quickly. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the pass hits, picked off. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he's still getting... The 37. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. And the Huskies will snap it on 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free.
You don't see offensive pass interference called very often, so usually you know it's pretty blatant. It's pretty obvious. It's a severe push-off or, obviously trying to break up the...
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
There's a very high standard and a high bar when you're playing defense at Nebraska. You always hear people talk about the black shirts. Well, this guy right here, he fits into that because of his speed. You saw in that blitz, they had no shot of blocking him. He's able to get home to the quarterback to come up with a...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Huskies. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Finds a man in the middle. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. And the Huskers will hustle to the line. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he got... before he steps out of bounds. That's the way you get things going. A huge play and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Feeling some heat. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle and he flat dropped it. Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. It's good.
That makes the score. Washington 17, Nebraska 3.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've...
Trying to get behind the defense. Makes the grab down the left side. Touchdown, Washington! And once he got loose, it was all over.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Going up top on first down. Now improvising. Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. They'll snap it from the 18 on 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Spears. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Comes out throwing on first down. He finds his man. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. To the air on first down. Makes the grab on the left. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. On second down, he'll let it fly. Unleashes one deep. Oh, man, almost picked off in the end zone. What a red zone stop that would have been. It's third down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Getting some heat. He's going to run it. At the 35, he's open. He's off to the races. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great scene today in Seattle.
The Huskies will kick it away to crank up the second half. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score, I get a stop. I score, I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Off the bootleg, looking to fire. A strike downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Cornhuskers headed quickly to the line.
A nice job by the offense there attacking the middle of the field. Excellent route, finding the soft spot in the defense. Nice job by the quarterback putting it right on his guy.
Forced out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Let's see what they've got on second down.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Huskers are moving quickly down the field. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. One back in the backfield. He gets to carry. Fights his way ahead. They get him down after a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 12. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
It is hard to get sacks on screens. I mean, the offensive linemen stay with you for a little bit. Defensive linemen squirt through. A lot of times they read the screen and backpedal. Not on this one. They got through, got to the quarterback, got him on the ground. Not good execution by the offense, but it still counts as a sack.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. USC went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters in that 4th quarter. Total destruction by the Trojans in a statement win if there ever was one. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
To the ground with the back. They stop him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming.
4th down coming up.
There is nothing to gain by kicking it away in this area of the field, around midfield, going for it the wise move. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies! And the pummeling has started.
Unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second. They take their first drive of the 3rd quarter, march it down the field and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
31, Nebraska.
Oh, right through his fingers, he muffed it. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Brings up 2nd down.
The give to the back. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Fires deep on the run. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there, almost had it in his grasp. The Huskers line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to do.
And the Huskies are in the hurry up. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. From the gun, the running back has it. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
And that running back essentially just did everything right. Not only did he rip off a 9-yard run with the lead late in the game, but he stayed in bounds. He had the awareness that if I stay in bounds, the clock keeps running, and it increases our chances of winning this game.
Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Offenses ice football games in the fourth quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows.
Looking for the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
How about that? This team is way up in this game, and they're still taking shots in the fourth quarter. There is no let-up.
Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball.
And now in the pitch, the ball's loose.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. It doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Let's see what they've dialed up on third and long from the 22. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And the offense comes up short on third down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on fourth down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Washington.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Using his feet to buy time. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Touchdown, Washington. And the route is on. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting. Keep throwing the football. Try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. He's loose. The 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Nebraska.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the...
He tries to take the top off. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Huskies! And the stomping has commenced. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Nebraska, 16.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent. Forget this day ever happened.
Pinned just inside their own 20, they need to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 25. The Cornhuskers will line it up on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Got room on the return. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Huskies. They can... Just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how...